To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Change before you have to. Don't be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great. A wise man changes his mind. A fool never will. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach the stars to change the world. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. A wise man changes his mind. A fool never will. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Moving doesn't change who you are. It only changes the view outside your window. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forgive the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Change is painful, but nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. All things are difficult before they are easy. Good things take time. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Growth and comfort do not coexist. Courage is the power to let go of the familiar. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. You never change your life until you step out of your comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone. Any change, even a change of better, is always accompanied by discomforts. Things change, and friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. In any given moment, we have two options: to step forward into growth or step back into safety. I don't know that love changes. People change. Circumstances change. You must welcome change as the rule, but not as your ruler. Dreams are the seeds of change. Nothing ever grows without a seed, and nothing ever changes without a dream. If we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. Just when I think I have learned the way to live, life changes. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. We all have big changes in our lives that are more or less a second chance. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Stay afraid, but do it anyway. What's important is the action. You don't have to wait to be confident. Just do it, and eventually the confidence will follow. One can choose to go back towards safety or forward toward growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. When we're growing up, there are all sorts of people telling us what to do, when really what we need is space to work out who to be. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Permit yourself to change your mind when something is no longer working for you. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still.